It's big race marking day. We're back at Sutton and this is marking for the Pau Classic.
94R88374.
The club's seeing new records with this race, with nearly 850 pigeons being sent. Another milestone for the club. We've arrived at the Pau Liberation site 22 hours after leaving the Sutton marking station. We've arrived here in perfect weather conditions. Visibility is very good and the temperature is just beautiful. Ideal conditions for racing from 550 miles. This is a general view of the Liberation site. It's a small car park area which belongs to the council camping and leisure centre. The transporters pull in the middle of the car park to liberate, but I think it's a very disappointing sight, and that on the edge of the car park there's football pitches and very high lamp standards and wires. It's top up time for the pigeons. In this very hot weather, water is very important. In fact, we stopped for 2 hours at Nealt on the way down to water the pigeons. This is 4:45 on the Saturday morning and it's still not decided whether we're going to liberate or not. We're still awaiting some information from race controller Steve Appleby. The Pau Classic is on. Pigeons are up at 6:20 in a variable wind. Today we've come to Hawley, which is near Gatwick Airport, to visit Callum Edmondson, who won the Pau Classic in great style. Good afternoon, Callum.
Good afternoon, Keith.
Congratulations on winning the Classic Pau race.
Thanks very much, thank you.
How long have you been in the sport?
All told about 22 years.
Yeah, and what sort of racing do you like?
Classic racing only. I've never, since I started on my own, I used to fly with my dad. I've been here 4.5 years. I've never raced in a club race. I don't belong to any club. I just belong to the London South East Classic and the National Flying Club and the British Barcelona Club, which I joined this year. This is my Pau Classic winner, a dark checker hen that won the Classic last week, only 6 on the day. Basically her breeding is Bushart from Bradley Brothers. My father bred it. It's out of a very good cock that we flew together that won the Solent Fed with 6,000 pigeons away by about 60 odd yards a minute. Its mother was also a very good winner, especially around about the Nance sort of distance.
Has she won anything previously, Karen?
She was 28th Open Pau Classic last year on a very hard race where there were no pigeons on the day. That was in a northeast wind, and she was second section British Barcelona Club Nance this season in a very strong northeast wind.
Ready?
Well, it's Thursday lunchtime and we've arrived in Pau, and it's a carbon copy of last year with blue skies, sunshine and baking heat. There's 800 pigeons in the convoy and things looking very promising for an early liberation tomorrow morning. Most of the club members in the London and South East Classic Club fly 550 miles from Pau, and if these weather conditions continue tomorrow, many day pigeons are expected. It took us 22 hours to get to Pau, and en route the birds were rested and watered at Portiers. It's 5 o'clock on Friday morning and we've woken up to a wonderful, wonderful morning. The sky is as clear as a bell and the weather forecast throughout France is fantastic. The Pau Classic birds are up at 5:30 in a light south wind. Members enjoyed a first class race from Pau, and there's 22 pigeons recorded on the day. Today we come to Bedfordshire to visit the winning loft. This is Gordon Robinson of Dunstable. Good morning, Robbo.
Good morning, Keith.
Congratulations on winning the Classic last week. What's your feelings about it?
Thank you very much. Absolutely over the moon. Been striving for this sort of race for years.
Yeah.
And now I've proved they can do it.
You must be one of the longest flying members up here, aren't you?
Yep. 590 miles, 378 yards.
Yeah, brilliant. What time did you clock?
7:50.
Yeah, it's a good race.
10 to 8.
This is your Classic winner then, Gordon.
Yes.
How was he sitting when he went to Pau?
He was sitting about 7 days. Eggs.
Yeah. What was his build up to the race?
Well, he's had near enough every club race up to a fortnight before, and then when the birds came back from Nantes, they were given their hens and the hens stayed with them.
Yeah.
So it got him down on eggs a week for the...
So he's a natural pigeon?
No, they've been flown widowed.
Yeah, and what, just paired up for Pau?
Just paired up for this race.
Yeah. What strain is he?
He's 90% Schumann.
Gordon Robinson of Dunstable, the 1998 Pau Classic winner. This Pau race has got a new record entry of 880 pigeons. Well, it's Thursday morning and we've arrived at the Pau Liberation site. I'm afraid the weather doesn't look very good. We've had a lot of rain here. And we've arrived to full cloud cover, heavy mist on the trees and drizzly rain. Hello Steve. Yes mate, we've arrived. You had a good journey. Yeah. Weather's here, it's terrible mate, absolutely terrible. Yeah. It's very overcast, it's been raining. A lot of mist on the trees. This is 5 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Unfortunately we had to hold over for one day because of bad weather here at Pau. But we're hoping to get a lib this morning. The Pau Classic birds are up at 5:30 in a northwest wind, and I anticipate a good race. We've come to Windsor now, in Berkshire, to visit the Pau Classic winning loft of G&M Gilbert. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Keith. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, mate. It's always nice to come and see a champion. Congratulations on winning the Pau Classic the weekend.
Thanks very much.
There was no day pigeons, of course, because of that north-west wind.
That's right.
What time did you clock?
Clocked at 6:49 next morning.
Yeah.
Earlier than I thought, I must admit.
Yeah.
I thought they'd take a bit longer when there wasn't any day birds, but,
No.
but he done well.
Yeah, great performance, mate. This is your Pau Classic winner, then, Jeff. Can you tell us all about him?
Yeah, well, he's always been a good pigeon for me. He was 35th Open as a young bird from the St Malo National. He's had many performances. Last year he was 10th Open, Pau National, on the day, timed at 9:27 in the evening.
Fantastic performance.
And, as I say, followed it up this year with this wonderful success.
Yeah, it's 3 times Pau, you say?
So, yeah, he's been 3 times Pau. The first time he went, he was 135th Open, Pau National.
Yeah, brilliant pigeon, mate. Absolutely brilliant. What family is he?
He's actually 3/4 Jeff Cooper of Peasdown and 1/4 Ian Benstead bloodlines.
The old shepherd's pigeons.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. The Narrowcock. First Open, London South East Classic Pau, 1999. Well, we've arrived in the south of France, and this is the liberation site that everybody's been waiting to see, Tarbes. It's a supermarket car park, well deserted, I must say, because this is the back overflow car park, and look at the fantastic backdrop. The Pyrenees Mountains. Well, we made it. We're in the south of France, and it's typical south of France weather. Fantastically hot, sunshine, blue skies, and we're looking forward to a good race tomorrow. The forecast is good. We might even have some southwest winds in mid-France and in England, so we might get some day pigeons. Hopefully it topped last year when we had 100. Well, the London and South East Classic pigeons, Central Southern Classic and Welsh National pigeons are up at 5:30 and no wind. And I must say it's a fantastic day here. We're back in Claygate now, and I must say it's nice to be back and have a shower and a shave. It's a wonderful site at Tarbes, but no showers. I'd like to introduce you now to Darren McFadden, and congratulations Darren, because he won the Tarbes Classic.
Thank you very much.
What was your pigeon, Darren?
It was a dark checkered pied hen, 2-year-old, which was gifted to me by Ray Hammond in 2006, and she was actually a full daughter to his 2005 Pau Classic winner.
That's a fantastic story, isn't it?
Yeah, so father and daughter have done the same race.
Yeah, Pau Classic winner breeds the Tarbes Classic
Yeah.
winner. Fantastic. So as I say, the actual site in Tarbes was brilliant, and I think everybody enjoyed a good race. There was over 100 day pigeons in the 3 organisations again, and of course this young man got the main one. So what does it mean to you, mate, to win it?
Everything. It was what my whole season was all about.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling all my friends, you know, like Mick and that, I was saying the one I want this year is the Tarbes Classic, as it turned out.
Yeah.
And then early season, the combine wins and that started to count. It was like, oh, is it all coming too early?
Yeah.
And then you know, I got my dream.
Yeah. Well, Darren, this is your Tarbes Classic winner.
That's right.
Tell me all about her. What's her name?
She's Razor's girl.
Yeah.
Obviously, because Ray Hammond gifted the bird to me, so I thought, well, everyone calls him Razor, so I'd sort of have his name in there, as he's part responsible for me winning the Classic.